Welcome back to the Crypto Spaces channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as always. Before I get into the video, remember nothing I say is financial advice, and this is all entertainment and educational purposes only. As you guys can see on screen, we're doing an update on OpenServ. It's doing extremely well from when I first talked about it on the channel and also on the Patreon. Remember, I make these calls or talk about these projects in the private Discord first before we bring it to the channel, right? So as you can see on screen right now, frontier models are expensive, slow, and default choice for most builders. We ran SERV reasoning against 3 of them simultaneously. Watch what happens. So in this video, we see if you compare OpenServ to some of the top AI platforms like GPT-5, Sonnet, and O3, it outperforms them. In my previous video, my first video I made of OpenServ, you'd see in my video title and thumbnail, I said, why would you pay for GPT-5 when OpenServ outperforms it, when OpenServ is much cheaper and smarter than GPT-5, right? And if you see this video as I showed you guys on screen right now, hope there's no audio playing. So as you can see, look at this, right? SERV Nano is done first, right? 4 seconds. It's already completed the task that the AI protocol has established here, right? It already completed all the tasks faster than all these other coding platforms, right? Which is even more impressive is that it completed it way faster than GPT 5.4, right? Let's take a look. See, Sonnet just got finished here. O3 still not done. Look at that. GPT-5 is finished now, and then O3 finishes last at 15 seconds, right? So it saves you around 8 to 10 seconds in time, right? That is some fantastic development in my opinion, because guess what? We're in an ever-evolving space. We're in a space where technology, AI, agents, etc., they are ever evolving. And even you think to yourself, could 8 seconds be that important? Yes, it can, because that efficiency and saving even 8 seconds worth of time could be so crucial for the success of your business, because you're competing, and these AI agents, these different platforms, right, will be competing against other businesses, agents, AI companies, right? And you want to use the best protocols, you want to use the best tech so that you could be successful in that sphere, because that's where we're heading, right? As you can see in the comment section, just lock in. Someone get Elon Musk right away here. From Manu, I knew it, we're going to win with OpenServ. I agree, man. Johnny saying fire emoji, SERV. Hards mode saying SERV up and to the right, SERV it up from Pest. And if you take a look at their X account, they're also doing a ton of TGEs as well for projects in their ecosystem. Meet the first SERV Foundry winner and upcoming TGE in the SERV ecosystem, Falcon Protocol. I hope I pronounced it right. It sounded like I cursed just now. YouTube, I did not curse. It's Falken, like Balkan, right? I know people that are, from the Netherlands and Slavic, right? So Falcon Protocol. It still sounds like I'm cursing. But this is built on base AI agents, and again, launched through OpenServ, right? Startups, companies, IPOs, etc. All these different AI, protocols are going to develop and, in my opinion, start with OpenServ if they want to have a chance for success for on-chain startups, right? And we already see, people like Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, Brian Armstrong of Coinbase, CEO of Coinbase, saying that the future is on-chain, tokenization of everything. So we've already seen it take place that startups, companies, AI companies in general, are moving on-chain, and they're starting their businesses on-chain. And I think SERV is one of the best places for you to get started if you're a developer, if you want to get started in this space, right? What does this protocol do? It puts AI agents in adversarial games with real USDC on the line, no synthetic benchmarks. Survival is the only proof of intelligence that matters. And then you're down to play your own game through this protocol. As you can see, they're replying to them. That's awesome. So there are going to be tons of TGEs. I showed you guys in my deep dive video of SERV that there's already so much projects that are being successful on SERV. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because it's so undervalued as far as social metrics. Look at this, right? On screen, only 19,000 followers, right? There are meme coins on Base Chain, on Binance and Coinbase that have hundreds of thousands of followers, okay? And OpenServ is sitting under 20,000 followers. And in my opinion, that means it's extremely undervalued. By the time it gets to 50,000 to 100,000 followers, the social metrics will grow as the project grows, as price action for the project does well, right? Now, obviously, nothing is guaranteed in this space, and nothing is guaranteed, and you never invest more than you're willing to lose in any project. But I think this project has higher probability for success, because even if you take a look, they're doing open spaces 4 hours ago. They have team members here doing a live stream podcast type style, talking about the project. You could definitely take a look at their X and see that. I'm super impressed with this, that they're actually outperforming GPT 5.4 and showing a video of that as well. And again, they updated on the live stream and the TGEs as well, right? It's the ultimate AI. It's one of the in my opinion, one of the best AI protocols that we've seen in the space. As you can see here with the CTO of OpenServ, Armageddon, I hope I said that right, is speaking with MCG, and MCG is a great show, or I should say influencers in the space, content creators, better to say content creators. They're some of the best in the space, and they're doing that interview with Armageddon here, and that's fantastic stuff, right? And this is what you want to see. You want to see real faces, real people. You get to know their history. You get to know about where they come from before. You get to know as far as their knowledge base goes, what was their past, how did they get into crypto, and that gives you a chance, in my opinion, to understand better and have a better feel for is your investment going to have more potential for success, right? Because guess what? I would more invest in a project that has someone that is, doxed. They tell me, hey, I this is my education. This is what I know. This is how I, got started in crypto, etc. I'd more invest in a project like that, in my opinion, than from an anonymous dev, unknown devs. You don't know who's really running the project, right? Because someone that is doxed or, is doing interviews, going to different platforms, podcasts, shows, etc., in my opinion, gives it's not guaranteed, right? Still not guaranteed, but in my opinion, it's much better, in my opinion, than again, anonymous devs. That's just what I think, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to be right 100% of the time, but that's just how I think, and I would be more interested to invest in a project like that. So if you take a look at SERV, I'm looking at Dex Screener because I did purchase this on Base Chain through the Aerodrome liquidity pool, 920K in liquidity. You could see, man, when we first spoke about it on the channel, I didn't get the exact bottom. Some people that I truly respect, like Crypto Daddy, talked about it at that 1 cent level. Got in around that 2 cent, 3 cent level, around this range right here. And it's up, from when we first spoke about it, up around 29%, 30%. In these market conditions, that's fantastic. And I've already seen people speculate that this project could be a multi-billion-dollar project, right? So I'm not telling anyone to overinvest in any project, but I think some exposure to OpenServ is going to be very beneficial. And if you're paying attention to the Patreon, you got in around the same entry as I have. Again, Patreon is only $5 a month, and I'm just doing my best to provide projects that I think will do extremely well for people that don't have, 6-figure portfolios, right? Even like 10K, 50K, 100K in crypto. I'm talking to people that have, less than 10,000, 1,000 to 5,000, and how they could still, be successful in this space, investing in great teams, great builders, great projects, right? So I think this project has, again, high potential for success. No guarantees, obviously, but as you can see how well it's doing right now, it's up 19% in the past 24 hours. On Base Chain, this chart is so fantastic because this is what I said, in my previous video, because it's in this aerodrome pool, which is, you know, a fresh pool. I think they're gonna get so much more attention because a lot of people, you know, a lot of the base liquidity, right? Base is one of the massive chains that a lot of people trade on. I think because it has liquidity here on Base, it's gonna be very easy for people to just, you know, buy it through the aerodrome liquidity pool, and there's gonna be Base whales that see this thing doing well. Then you're gonna see those massive buys. You have potential to see those massive buys, like 6-figure buys coming. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join the Patreon. It's only $5 a month to do so. We already have 35 members in the Patreon. To access the Patreon, you just go to my YouTube channel, right? Crypto Spaces, and there's the first link, the Patreon link right there for you to go to. You could also join the free Discord as well. But with Patreon access, you get access to my private Discord, a community, growing community that is working together towards a common goal, right? Two heads are better than one, especially in the space. So if you want to navigate the space with a community, definitely recommend joining the private Discord through the Patreon. One of the patrons, J-Dog, saying OpenServ is doing pretty good right now. And I was like, you know, I was about to say OpenServ is showing a ton of strength. So as always, guys, thank you so much. Always remember to give praise and glory to the Lord God Jesus. Thank God for everything. Truly appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.